Ready?
Oh man, think her name. Motza.com.
Motza.com.
Yeah.
That's too cool. Motza.com.
Yeah.
Why you give it a name? Why you think it's a good idea?
Give it a name. I can say, like, I think when I name it is like I make it kind of something in a way. Like if I never name it, then yeah. Like how you have addition, you have subtraction and multiplication and all of that. Like it's like I feel like even without the name, they would still be what it is. So like the name just make it can like you make division and then you can make long division. And you can I think it just make you can kind of separate the technique from some other things just by naming it.
So you want to explain the workshop, workshop and the idea behind it? And
yeah. Could I say? But interested in a paint workshop because like I say how me develop as a painter and feel like if painters understand how other painters develop, it will like kind of show them to themselves more. Like because more the paint and then I see how other people paint, what them choose to paint, and that's always I wonder like how make you choose to draw this or draw it this way or use this color or whatever. So first I think of like questions to ask and talk about painting, which could have be a way, and then one think of activity, and I literally like when we reach, I look and I wonder like how we're gonna paint together, because I paint with this friend already and it's like I did draw dots, but she never in my head I think natural thing for doing is the dots and connect them. But then the way she approached it is like she put something over all of the dots. And I think that is cool how like, to me, like she still make a connection. Because like you can look on all of them now and see them like, them look like each other. But somebody did think of from that, where they draw from with the whole dot connection idea here. And think it would be interesting to see how people that connect all of them without like the normal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a kind of order where them already tell you. So I'll start with 20 dots each painter get, each person get, and suppose to just connect them in a way they want the word connection. So this one or these three. Now the paintings that the three painters put over the dots, like connecting all the dots. So 1, 2, 3. So I feel that show a kind of just a way we organize, because some straight lines, some curved lines. I'm thinking it have organized. It have so many different variations it can, just those 20 dots when you pre the word connection, and even if you're supposed to like draw lines connecting all of them, enough different way it can go. I feel that I did a good way for show people that just have this paper and there's just space on the paper, and you know go choose where the space your brush has to occupy, and that's really what painting I feel essential about. So them are the first ones. After I make everybody connect the dots, I make them switch and try to construct what another painter construct, but without the construction lines, the dots. And these are the results. Yeah, so should I keep it like the book, you know? But yeah, this the original. Yeah, this is what draw with all of the dots. And then this is another painter's replication of this, trying to draw it without dots. And this is another painter replication of it, again trying to draw it without the dots. So I feel like them exercises show again like what I try to replicate now is yeah, I feel like replication much different from than how them paint when them see the dots. You know, but then I just try recreate whatever on this without any guide. I feel it interesting. I feel like, you know, I can say the similarities in all of them even without the 20 dots. It's like the second part is like yeah, well I guess yeah, every painter knows that the dots it come out of. And yeah, just I do that again in them head without the dotted guide, but still the paper or the guide, you know. And I have another one. This one, the original, so I the painter draw with the dots. And then this is another painter trying to replicate it with no dots. And another painter replicate it with no dots. And yeah, I feel it show painters to themselves when them see how different another person replicate something, you know, like the one thing in front of you. But yeah, some just whole heap of different ways the one thing can look according to that individual. So the original replication. Yeah. And yeah, we talk about color too, and I feel that show how, like, if you really check it out, like you can see some painter relate the color to like feeling, some related to taste. So it's like, yeah, I think it just then like different dimensions, like even thinking about enough things that you don't really get when you're with yourself. That's what paint with yourself. Yeah, I feel it cooler for do it with even like 40 dots. Just so that I can increase the range, when really all the 40 dots out there represent is just space that is like you can occupy in enough different ways. And then realize when I paint with nothing on the paper, to me it feel like kind of harder than if I just see dots there, or if I tell myself I paint a leg or a horse or a cat. Like when I tell myself that, is like I see how I feel it kind of lift a weight off of me. Like, I already know where this curve going go, where that going go, and so it's like, what could I call it? Yeah, compared to when I draw like completely abstract, like with no exact figure in the mind, like that a little harder to me than painting, which I feel with dots now would probably make it a little easier too, because it lifts some kind of weight off your mind just knowing, say, alright, it's at the end of this, all of this just have to connect, but then it's still free it up because in a tell a definite order, but you just see it does show you exactly the space you have to occupy. You know, space the other way you could also occupy, or more time they do occupy, but yeah, those are the dots, them as just basically that's like, they remind me of how technique works, so where if you think a lot about the technique, I usually think a lot about technique in like the first couple times, but then it gets so fluid, you know, like a dance where you learn like probably hard for learn like the early stages, but once you do it and practice is like you go in a different kind of memory and it become easier, so it's like you can think about enough things while you're still doing the exact same thing. So I feel that them like make it even easier. Other than just a blank paper and somebody say, you know, just paint on this blank paper. You know, it's like it's also too broad, I guess. Like, you know, when they say the dots is like, you know, your mind, I feel, yeah, I feel like human beings already have like something in them head that make them just able to organize. And I think that clearly kind of show that to you to where it's like, you know, there's enough ways you can organize it. I could have connect all the dots like this, you know, connect. But you know, you see some people connecting whole heap a different way without, you know. I guess them could have see what people beside them doing, but it's not like, you know, you see the similarities and difference. Yeah. I could have said it's like an exercise in an organization too, which is both the exact same way we paint, you know, how we look on a tree and how we plan to organize this paint and this paper to look like the tree or to represent the tree. Yeah. Technique of organization.